Yo folks, how are we all? We all well? We all good? I had to jump into the seat very fast then because I was well into the intro. I was like, oh, it's about to finish. I love that intro, I've got to say. I'm not sure it's as good as Mini Madness is. I don't know, I could do with a mixture of both. But nice trim, cheers. But we are in the Fugu Z tonight. Sorry it's starting an hour later than normal as well. I was at the house. In fact, I only just got home at 8:05 tonight. So yes, so there's been no video today either. But the video today will be out early next week because I want to get car profiles going again every week. So that's a heads up for you. So hello everybody, yo Sushia, Mitchell, Waze, Mario. It's me, Mario. What? Svetlio, Fusion. Hello everybody. I ordered some carpets today, and just FYI, I was just on Twitter just a second ago, and yeah, I saw Wayfair was trending. Well, I just ordered something from Wayfair this afternoon, and then I see what it's trending for, so I'm like, oh crap, there we go. I haven't bought the 10k pillow anyway, let's put it that way. So yes, it's Fugu FrenZy tonight. So what we're going to do, we're going to do half race distances, or roughly half. Obviously, I work out the final things with this. Tonight with the practice, we get to work out stuff. Oh, Mario, you legend. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, we'll be doing half races. After every second, I'll drop the lobby and recreate it to give everybody who's entered the championship an opportunity to enter. So, you know, if you don't get in straight away, there's still opportunities in the evening. What replays do we have here? So they're all the lobbies from previous. I'm pretty sure I can remove all these now. I'm not sure why some of them have timestamps and some don't. It seems a bit weird. Oh yeah, it's because different times. Let's delete that one. Let's delete that one. So yeah, everybody should get an opportunity to enter. So please don't panic. You're still at work and need the practice. Rip. So yes, I'm going back to work after this. Believe it or not, it's insane to be honest. I'm meant to be on my holidays now, but there we go. We'll see what happens next week. So, I've already set up the settings. As far as I'm aware, they're alright. I double checked the document just before I started. I'll put it at 9 laps for now. I'm a little unsure whether it'll be 17 or 18 laps on rough estimations, but we'll see. Exactly, Forest 4A. Exactly. But, you know, we're going to do our normal stuff. Qualifying is set to 5 minutes. I may extend that if we don't get 2 flying laps in, but we should be able to get 2 flying laps in. At 5 minutes, and it's 1 minute. Let's call it 2 minutes for the first lap, and then 1 minute and 50 for the second lap. We should all be on the old third lap when that timer ends. So, if you're ready, or should I say, if you're Greddy, and you're steady, go. You guys got a system in? No, so what's happening at work at the moment is like obviously due to the pandemic, enrollment is very different for all colleges across the country. We're no exception, so we're just planning that accordingly. But yeah, I didn't start working last night till 11:30, which is why there was no stream. 11:30 was when I stopped, and I was actually in a task or doing a task for somebody, which I said was impossible anyway. So I did it to the best of my ability, of whatever was impossible. That makes sense. 50. Well, it's just rough estimates anyway. It's rough estimates, spins and all that. No, I can't questionable gamer. The rules of the championship are C and above, so you will have to go and get your DR increased. Yeah, I'll say every second one we will reset, so some people may get in again, some new people will be able to get in, etc. But I need to go practice myself, because last time I did this was when I was doing testing for it, which was a month ago. So I don't know the raking markers. You're about to watch a pleb absolutely pleb it. He was spamming square. I would ask that people don't enter more than 3 races, just to give everybody an opportunity. That would be very nice of you. But don't worry, there'll be more chances to get into these lobbies. Bazinga's gone full homage here with the old Red Bull livery. TT Base, hello my friend, you okay? Grip can be very unpredictable, I know. When I tested it, I noticed that as well. But because I wanted to keep the theme of time progression and I didn't want to change the circuit, I kept it. I'm all good, busy with the house. So yeah, with work, busy at work and the house. It's kind of nuts at the moment. Wee. Catchable. That's one thing I love about this. It is catchable. Feel like the Fugu Z? Yeah, well, obviously it's personal preference. There's parts of it I absolutely love. The scene where it goes to Dragon Trail is unbelievable. I love that. That was the first thing I did in that video. I was like, oh, that was beautiful. So we have a little bit of oversteer here. Obviously this was going to be in the rain initially, but yeah, when I tested it, the grip was off, so it must have been low or something when I tested it. How's the house coming along? Very well. So today, this afternoon, I ordered some carpets. That's for the gaming room and my bedroom. Oh, that was too deep. So we'll be able to test turn to it. And then the decorator came around this evening just to confirm the colours I'm painting the house. So the gaming room and the bedroom are going to be a grey. Now I was a little bit unsure in terms of... wow, okay, yes, the dirt on the tyres is very impactful there. I was a little bit unsure on colours. Originally I was going to go white. Then I was tempted to go a very dark colour, and I've gone for like a middle grey. Because the desk's going to be white. And that's what I'm basing it around, essentially, is the desk, because obviously IKEA only do certain colours. I do want it to look nice, but grey was where I came from, and then the landing, the living room, and a part of the kitchen is going to be painted in something called Blissful Blue. And if you want the other colour, it's Warm Pewter. It's called the grey. Turn, car, turn. Yeah, I'm getting a white desk. So effectively, if you want an idea of what the desk is going to look like, if you YouTube or Google Random Frank P, it's very similar to his desk, except that he's got white and then the Carlsby top. I'm going for an Eckbacken marble effect on top instead of the old Carlsby one. So I don't really like a wooden desk, if I'm honest. I mean, my desk at the moment's glass, basically. So yeah, I'm going for that. So 44.2, I'm not too far off it, looks like. Whee, I'm still running too wide at that corner. Seems like the sausage on the inside is a bit tricky. Okay, now I'm really far off. A 42.8 by Monte there. Yeah, so you do get dirt on your tyres. That is impactful for that corner, I think. I mean, we'll test it again in a second. My house is light grey with chocolate brown trimmings and must start with finishing. Yeah, that's fair play. Yo, Nick. I was between black. So obviously my main focus at the moment is the gaming room and sorting all that out in terms of desk, making sure the rig's set up, making sure the live stream's better. So obviously when I move house, the live stream quality is going to go like improve just like that, which should be good. I've got to put soundproofing up, of course, against the wall because it's a semi-detached house, not like here where there's about 400 miles between houses. But yeah, I'll get all that set up and yeah, good to go. Which is why I'm getting carpet in there, because currently it's got a wooden floor, so I need to take that up myself. Carpet will absorb some sound. I'm getting soundproofing put on one of the walls, which is the linking wall. And then fingers crossed, we're in at that point. I'm going to do one more lap and then I think we'll start off quality session, I think. I'd love to, Nick, but I don't have a chance in hell of getting into that, if I'm honest. I'd say Aura and Manu Rodri are try-harding, which is kind of frustrating to some extent, because it means that I'm the first of the top 16 who's eligible, who can't get in. And it's just like, yeah, So yeah, unfortunately, probably not. Oh, I've gone too deep again. I keep going too deep here, boys, and it's because I get dirt on my tyres as well. A warm brown is coming summer, currently a curdle cream whitish ugly. See, I was debating white, I really was. But I've gone for like an off cream carpet. It's a very thick carpet as well, obviously to try and absorb some of that sound in the room. It looks nice. It's two manufacturer drivers in the top 16. As I say, it's kind of frustrating to some extent because, as I say, I was in Audi and like I could still be in there if I'd have tried, like try-harded more at the start of the seasons, and especially at the start of stage 2, but I just didn't. But like you've seen some of the TVs people are getting now for the top 16. It's a £500 telly. Like, if you work out how many hours they've put in to get that £500 telly, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. Not worth it in a month of Sundays. And then somebody who was banned got a telly. I mean, work that one out. So, yeah, not the greatest. I know, I'd love to be in the top 16s, but unfortunately, because two other people in the manufacturer are really trying hard at it, I can't get in, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. That's better. Whee! No, Manu didn't get banned. Not that I'm aware of. But somebody got a TV who was banned. Ooh, nearly. Consta's got it. Right, so I'll finish this lap and then we're going to start quali, folks, just for those interested. Or in the lobby, should I say. Because everybody's interested because you're watching the stream. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the TVs are for stage 1 results. Stage 1 results. Which is kind of frustrating again because that was the one stage I was actually qualified, really, in Nations to get a TV. But because I wasn't try-hard in it, as in, like, I joined with the Audi in the blimmin' Suzuka race for the giggles. Yeah, I lost out, basically. Because they said no prizes, and then they're giving out prizes. It's not like the Fugu FrenZy, though. We tell you what the prizes are. We're legit open about it, and you got trophies on offer. TVs were for World Tour places, basically. So down to 43.1 now. We got Giz down to a 42.5. Right, let's start quality now. Let's get a first race going. Hey! I tried to spin, but I've actually just failed at spinning. Surprises, not prizes. I just enjoy the top 16 because it's something different, Fusion. I do enjoy it, but as I say, with you know, when you have two other people in your manufacturer who are try-harding, like if I'd have known they were going to try hard, because one of them said they weren't, and now they are, because the minute there's prizes on offer, they've suddenly gone, I need to try hard. I say, even though it's a £500 telly, which I know for some people is worth a lot. Like, I know I was speaking to Hellsfire, and in South America, electronics are through the roof in terms of price. But in Europe, it's not that bad. But when you look at the amount of hours you put in, so let's just say it's 10 hours around. That's 100 hours. 100 hours. For a chance at a TV, you're not even necessarily going to get one. The broadcast is alright. I really wish they'd fit. They know of some problems, for example. They know the problems, but we don't seem to be fixing those problems, and that's kind of frustrating with the top 16. And for some reason, why are the races getting really short again? Like, isn't the Manu race tomorrow like ridiculously short? I mean, what's that about? What's my brake balance? I'm going to go -2 here, I think. Give that a whirl, a test. Well, yeah, I'd love to do Blue Moon Bay top 16, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to because, as I say, there are people tryharding and I can't compete with tryharding because I refuse to do it. For a world tour, yes, and you've seen the reasons why, but for a TV, no, I'll pass, thanks. I'd rather not lose my life. Time is more valuable than people realise. Okay, so avoid the sausage at turn 1 is what I've learned. But yeah, remember when the races went to 30 minutes? It was amazing. Where have they gone? Oh, let's stop the car. Lovely. I missed the 30-minute races. I don't know where they disappeared to. Oi! Yeah, I'd say I love the 30-minute races. Like if it's like, you know, the manufacturer one tomorrow. If that was 30-minute race, that'd be an absolute cracking race for everybody, I'd imagine. But people are saying the FF cars are OP there, which they probably will be if it's only an 18-minute race. But I've not tested it. I don't know what the tyre multiplier is, so I can't really comment on it. Oh, rotate. Oh, no. These won't be a penalty. Antimit's getting all sorts of sideways in the Pennzoil car. Slightly faster than me there. Three times for fuel and tyres. See, again, do you know what? If that was even a tiny bit more, then the race would be completely different. It's kind of weird what they're doing at the moment. I'm very confused with the setups. Like, why an 18-minute race? Why isn't it a 30-minute race? I bet the race will completely change if it's a 30-minute race. I can guarantee you that. Completely change. No, Lewis! Miracles do happen, mate. Yeah, it would be. And you would see a completely different result to whatever we're going to see tomorrow, I reckon. Oh, that was bad. I really have forgotten how to drive this car. We improved slightly. We're 3 tenths off there. Monte's absolutely blowing it out of the park at the moment. No, you don't mid-pack, it's all good. I don't know why, okay. Oh, it's probably because it's got a bad word in there, maybe, or something. I don't know why it did that. I do expect the qualifying for this to be a bit more wider range. Obviously, Blue Moon is, there's only a few braking zones. I mean, there's only a few braking zones here, to be fair, but I do expect it to be, it's more complex. The corners are more complex. I do expect it to be a little bit more open. Well, as long as you're on my friends list, you should be able to see the lobby. Brake balance, I've got mine on -2 at the moment. I don't know whether that's the best or not. I can't honestly tell you. turn 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm doing it in third at the moment. I am doing it in third. I do think the FF cars do need a nerf still. It's the power nerf they just need now. I think the weight is fine. I think if you lower their power, I think those cars will actually be brought into quite a good line with everybody else. I'm not sure, Lewis. I think they have. I know they have with the pandemic. Yes, it will be, Nick. And that's why it's unfortunate I'm missing it. And as you know, Blue Moon Bay is like one of my favourite tracks. So I'm always good there anyway. I mean, remember what I did with Peugeot. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so the FF cars, they just need their power dialing down slightly. The Audi needs a nerf where the other FF cars, like the Peugeot, just need a power nerf. Oh, not traction control, Tid. I've forgotten how to start this. I'll talk about the FF cars in a second. Oh no! I got a false start. Who was that? What a start by Giz there. And that's why we're practicing it, because of turn 1. Was that team incident just going a little bit too deep? On the oh, what's Monty doing? I pulled the E-blade, yeah, I sure did. Oops, someone's got an Narnia there. I wonder why, Lewis. I'm going to try second gear here. Don't know, you know. I think second might be slightly tiny bit quicker. Oh! I nearly went into Monte. Oh, it's tight! Oh! Monte took full avoiding action there. Full avoiding action. Oh, it's gone back to 0. I've got to try and catch up to this podium battle. Don't know if that'll be a penalty or not. Be interesting to see. That's what she said. Hey, I tell you what, if the battling's like this in the race, I'm going to have no voice again. I struggled last time, like split 4, my voice was just going. Why is Alex in P8? He's actually practicing and he's still P8. He doesn't want to be in split 2 again. Oh! I got that weird curb grip then. Ooh, 0.5 penalty. So I am going to keep an eye out for this to see if there is any benefit. Like that corner, there's no benefit. I do need to test the this last corner at some point. See, I don't think there'll be any benefit from doing it, only because you'll have dirt on your tyres. And this car is still sketchy as it is. as I'm demonstrating quite clearly here. So Alex is good in road cards, you say? Yo, Vegas. Illustrious 2040p now. Wow! Welcome to the 1990s, Lewis. Yeah, by the looks of this, I'm not going to have any voice by the end of this race. Yeah, third gear is better, I think. Third gear is much better. Oh, I'm falling into sheer. If you keep cutting, you don't get the penalty down quick. Well, that's kind of cool. It's good to know. Yo, Raffo! I'll need a second commentator. Maybe we need to look into that. I don't know. Whoa! We can try it on one of the rounds. So it's a 5-way now. Oh, Antimit's getting all sorts of sideways. Oh, where did Rapid go? I mean, there's battles, you know, everyone's still quite close here. I think Slipstream does help here. Oh! Where's he going? Why did he go left? Oh no! I don't get it. That was amazing. Right, concentrate, Tidge. Oh, well, I'm about to run wide now. So I'll see if it's dirty tyres are confirmed. Yes, okay, yeah, it's definitely not good to run wide there, I can tell you that much. So I'm not worried about track limits here. I need to catch up to these two now. Jizz has just shot off. What? Pause. Oh, yo, Creaser. Nice to see you, mate. Why aren't you entering this, Melvin? Yo, Dave. Don't know. The option is secretly in there. I can tell you that much. There's loads of lobby options that are secretly in this game, by the way. Loads. You ain't as smooth as me. Hey, Melv. You are smooth. I've seen the WhatsApp messages. Oh, Tsuchiya! Oh my word! Someone's parked it up there. Not sure who's parked it up. Oh, just spinning still. Melvin's a legend. So GT Academy finalist. So I'm just concentrating. Oh, it's Antimix still plebbing it. Well, this isn't dangerous. Oh, look at this. Oh, I mean, there was the slightest of contact. I love you, Melv. The fact you're the only member of GTA still playing GT. Oof. Wow, still side by side it. No, GTA is still surviving. They're all on iRacing at the moment. Oh, hey, stop the car. So we've been basically side by side the entire lap now. Side by side an entire lap. It's possible. We're just doing the rest of the race like this. Oh, what a move! What a move! Change places! I think Giz was looking at his phone. Giz is all over the place. Oh, that was a bit deep, Tidge. I don't think Catalmin's quit. Still on 15. That was terrible. It's definitely a third gear corner. 100%. We can go to 0 and just give it a whirl. I haven't got jizz all over my gearbox. Whoa! Oh, we got our fastest lap. Oh no, we're gone wide. Whee! Ooh, track limits! Track limits! I think we have dirt on my tyres. Well, this is the test. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 17 laps. But this was my sort of test. Oh, round the outside. How about that? There's the third. See that second gear? The gear change just slows you up. That's why I think it's a third gear corner. That. Hey, hey, hey! Ooh, don't do that. Do not do that on the last lap. Oh, Sashia got one as well. It's Group C, is it? Really? I'll tell you what, if it is Group C, I think I'll look forward to doing data races. Whoa! Yeah, look at the amount of dirt you get on your tyres. You can't turn. So, yeah, running wide is definitely not efficient. Three seconds. Oh! This is in a lobby, yes. This is Fugu FrenZy practice. Oh, I've just realised you can't see the pedals. Oh, that's not very helpful. Let me sort that out for you folks. Not sure why that. I sorted that out before the stream started, so it didn't save itself. Oh, we were. We did an entire lap. Yeah, so this tells me straight away that it's a 17 lap race, which I thought it was anyway. I haven't got the calculator up, but I thought it was. So it's good to know. You hate hard tyres with a passion. I can understand that feeling. I can definitely understand that feeling. Alright, so if anyone wants to leave, feel free to leave. I'm not resetting the lobby until after the next race, and then obviously you can all try and get in for that one. Oh, I had the grip bug, obviously. I heard the control is actually faster than the wheel on F1 2020. Is that correct? Oh dear me, I don't know, I'm yawning already. I did wake up. I woke up an hour before my alarm this morning. I was very confused. I just lay in bed then for half an hour. It's in the rule book. So as long as you signed up, it's in the rule book. Yes, remember, people have got slipstream here. There is no slipstream in qualifying. Oh yeah, Questionable Gamer, you did see what I posted after you put in the feedback request, right? You need to be able to attend all 4 rounds. Oh, it's just a theory, Nick. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I don't know why I keep yawning now. Sorry, folks. So, in terms of tomorrow and content, it's an early stream tomorrow because we're doing Fugu FrenZy qualifying in the evening, which isn't live streamed. So, yeah, for those that are wanting a live stream for that, we don't do a live stream. We just record it. It's just that everything can go smoothly and, yeah. So we'll do a couple of races tomorrow in the FIA, and then yes, it'll be an early stream and an early finish tomorrow. And obviously the week after, one thing I was talking to Jonas about, and there's one thing I didn't think of, and it's kind of selfish of me that I didn't think of it actually. But obviously there are other people that may be in top 16 and I'm not, so I'm going to look at the timings for that, and I'll sort that out. On Sunday you should have the official timings. The last slot will still be around the same time, effectively, because we ran really early last time, if you remember, because everybody was so amazing at joining the lobby and we could get on with it. When stream tomorrow, so there's a 3 o'clock race which I'll do, and then there's a 6 o'clock manufacturer race as well, I think, or around that time somewhere, I don't know. I'll get the Nations a try as well, I think, in the middle of that, just for a bit of giggles. Which is the BMW M3, is it not? I think. Pretty sure I said Suitsu and Adam going having something at Bathurst. I can't remember what car it was. I'm pretty sure it was BM. So I like -1. -1 seems to be good. M3 at Bathurst. Yeah, so we'll give that a try as well. Have a bit of fun there. Down to 42.2 for Antimix. We are going to go after I've done this second lap, for those interested. Jump straight into a practice. A quality session, sorry. Wait, Bathurst is a standing start. Ooh. I'm not sure I want to do that if it's a standing start. Turn 1 will be a nightmare. Turn 1's a nightmare with a rolling start, never mind the standing. I mean, we're catching Antimix up here a little bit, I think. Now, a word of warning, be very careful with that curb. Be very, very careful. That's actually a really good last corner. Try cockpit cam for the race. I could do, I suppose. I'll try in qualifying. Majori East. A quick question for those competitors who are in Fugu FrenZy. Did you prefer the later 2 hours on a Saturday and then 2 hours on a Sunday qualifying over the just Saturday qualifying? I'm a Race B fan, Ryan. I'm a Race B fan. Two days is better. Okay, well I might look at that then for round 3 going forwards. Just means then we can maybe keep a later stream for FIA and stuff as well. Saw a McLaren today. It was one of the sports series. I'm pretty sure because it was well. Does the McLaren, you know, the 540 and 570, do they have the badge on the back with the model, or is it on just on the side sill? Does anybody know? Yo, Andre. Oh, I was a bit deep. Oh, okay. Just curious. It was a dark blue one anyway. I was thinking maybe he's debadged it so he doesn't look like he's got a 540. Still looks very nice. I think that that sports series, or that particular model with the 540 and 570, looks much better in person than it does in photos. Oh, nice one, Andre. Good to hear. Yeah, I love the P1. I absolutely love the P1. I think it's an amazing looking car. I've seen 3 different ones in real life, and there's only what, 400 of them. I've nearly seen 1% of the P1 population. How good's that? Yo, Falconers! That's a terrible lap. Yo, Jomas, look who's practicing. Yeah, I love the P1 myself. I think it's an amazing car. I'm not sure I want to do the race like this. I'm up by a 10th on Antimix as well. Rip. That was a bit unlucky. I done it just wide. Oh, I'm even more wide now. Oh, it's not even gone down. Oh, it's a yellow flag! Oh no, I killed my time even more! Oh, that blimmin' yellow flag. Ooh. I bought a step ladder for the house. Just so I could reach the lights, the LEDs and stuff. Took me an hour and a half to put together. Because they sent me some nuts and bolts, and the nuts wouldn't fit on the bolts. I had too small of a nut to go on a bolt, so I'm there proper like 2 pieces of like grippy tools, tightening it up like super, just like trying to get it to tighten up. I eventually got the nuts onto the bolts. Yo, Daniel. This car is weird on this track. It's interesting. I'd say it's interesting. 2 small nut story of my life. Rip. Rip, slim boy, rip. Not anyone's been following the Method situation. Method are obviously an esports team. I feel bad for them at the moment because it's really horrible what's happened. It's like a couple of people have absolutely destroyed an esports organisation rather than just team. But I'm still trying to like Sko. I watched one of Sko's VOD yesterday when he streamed the other day, and yeah, he's not good. I sent him a message last night just to be, I have no idea if he'll ever read it or not, but just be like, you know, if you want to talk to some random pleb, I'm always it. What's happened? So in Method there was one of their members called Josh. He got banned from Twitch actually 2 years ago, but Twitch never revealed why someone's banned. Anyway, it turned obviously there's the Me Too movement, and yeah, what happened was some girls released the information, which rightly so as well, of course, that Josh had essentially assaulted them. So that information came out, and then one of the co-owners is also under investigation for bit lag there for a similar thing. So and Sko is obviously the other co-owner, and he's put his life into Method, and basically Josh managed to make the rest of the guild believe that he was innocent for so long, and turned out it wasn't. And yeah, I just feel for Sko especially. I've been a big fan of Sko. But you guys know, I've mentioned it before in my streams, I've been a big fan of Sko for a long time. Like when he tried to turn pro, like become a pro streamer, so I'd do it as his profession, because he worked in finance. I subscribed to him just so he could try and get to become pro, because I like him as a person, and yeah, it's a bit harsh seeing that, not harsh per se, but seeing his whole, I don't know how you would word it, his dream get destroyed by what essentially other people's actions and not his own. So yeah, it's I feel for Sko. Hopefully he can rebuild though. What games are they active in? So they're mainly from WoW initially, so they were a guild, but they decided to try and monetize the PvE experience, and they did it successfully actually. They did it really well. And then they sort of expanded that, so they then started going into other genres. So StarCraft 2 with The Muslim, who I'm also a fan of. Yeah, they'd been expanding very quickly as well, and then it just got turned on its head. Yeah, I've heard that as well, what Kenny said, the Smash community, oh my word. I've heard all sorts in that one. I really don't understand. Whoa. Wow, I nearly rear-ended W1 there, but we survived. Oh, that was a tag. Yeah, like some of the awful stories coming out. It's quite insane, to be honest. I don't understand what goes through the mind though. Like, you know, people are human, okay? You can't just think you own them or you have a right to them or whatever it might be. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Oh, cheers, Ian. That's very very kind of you to go and grab that. I say I'm a big fan of Sko. Sko's done nothing wrong. Like, yeah, okay, he made a mistake not investigating something more, but if the police investigate it and come back with a result or resolution or whatever it might be, then like even if I was in Sko's position, you would just accept that because it's the law. But then when you realise what was going on, it's kind of, yeah, it's nuts. I did wonder if anything goes on in the GT community, but not that I'm aware of. side by side here with Waze. Oh, did I actually drive into Mapman then? Apologies if I did. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. Like what Josh did especially is just awful. Absolutely awful. Stop the car! No! My watch just told me tomorrow's forecast. I'm not sure why I need to know that right this minute, but thank you, my watch. Oh, I'm 1-0 again. Oh no, that's probably why I'm plebbing this a little bit. Right, we've got a long way to go. Let's see what we can do. Oh no! Well, I'm in the 43s here. I need to get that back down. Tomorrow's forecast is racing. And for fun. The goal is to have some fun tomorrow. Good effort, Waze. Oh. I'm losing a lot of time here. A lot of time. Yeah, questionable gamer, check out the PDF. Because it sounds like you've not read it and just signed up. You need to read the rules before signing up, mate. Like what I said in the message on Discord, you need to be able to make 4 rounds as well. Alright, 42.9, we're getting there again now. I'm assuming somebody's quit. Okay, don't use these sausages, they're not very good for you. Well timed Discord. Nightbot's a legend in both YouTube and Twitch. Got a swallow guy up ahead. GT Alex is practicing his heart out. Nightbot sucks. Oh, what Nightbot did to you, Mitchell, was absolutely epic. Even you can't disagree with that. Well, he's already got a penalty now, Jommers. The point system's worse for the top players. It's not better, it's worse. Much worse. Oh my word, look at that slow down there from the gear change, definitely third gear. Whoa, there's that curb bug. Just be careful of it. Just be careful. Brake balance is on -1. Oh, side by side. Good night, Nick. Thanks for tuning in, mate. So Antimix and Gears are flying. Now there's like, if you mean DR points, Mr. IEP, it doesn't matter what you are. The car doesn't change performance in that sense. If you mean the point system is in the FIA, it benefits slower players over the top players. No, I wouldn't, Mitchell. As I've already said in the there's a PD feedback thing. Even the increasing the cap has no impact on it. Has zero impact. All that happens is that everybody just goes up in DR. The one thing you have to do to fix the FIA point system is rehaul it to literally a system like I came up with. And it sounds big-headed to say it, but literally it works. You assign every position a point. So I think it was 15 points per position. I think it was the best one I came up with. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then you then have a multiplier on that position based on average strength of the lobby, not some weird ass system that they've currently got in, which does not work. I've got to have a penalty there, haven't I? Oh no. So yeah, the point system is, in my opinion, very much broken. Oh, that's too deep. I'm not driving very well, am I? Oh, right, let's focus a little bit here. We've got a lap and a half. Oh, sorry, Swag Guy. Let Swag Guy go there. Give him a little push. Oh, won't give him a little push. I'm just hitting Swag Guy. At the end of the day, I think I disagree with that one, Mr. OEP. Only because, in my opinion, the best people in the game should go to the show. And it's up to everybody in the community to improve to get to that point. Yeah, Jono, but that's because it's like last season. So if you remember last year, the closer we got to the end of the season, what actually happened was that the top split got lower and lower and lower, and we've seen some low splits in EMEA this year. I mean, we've seen is it 43k? There are less and less people playing this game, less and less people competing in FIA because I would argue there's so much wrong with it, and you know, there's some fundamental flaws there that do need fixing. I do believe the point system is being reworked. That it's been reworked for the future. Obviously they can't do it in the official competition for obvious reasons. Oh, I was reading chat and I survived it. Woohoo! Only worry about your DR if you have to. So obviously if you're on the board of DRCD and you're wanting to join this, then worry about it a little bit. Otherwise I wouldn't worry about DR personally. That was a terrible race from me. I need to get better. So what we'll do now is we'll reset the lobby, which means if you are a competitor in Fugu FrenZy, I need to have mini madness in my head. If you are a competitor, get ready to join. Yeah, exactly, Jono. But it's because the season's so long. I don't know why they do it. Because all the big players have to do. It's actually been better this year than last year because we had the DR increase, which means the earlier races didn't matter that much. But because it's so long, all a player has to do, a top player. So I suppose Sutsu's doing that now because he's at that point where he can. Is literally just turn up to the top 16s now. He doesn't really have to do any of the other races. He can chill a little bit. Which to some extent you could argue is bad for the championships. But in another sense, it's good for Sutsu. You know, he's done his work early. He can chill a little bit. Tid, can we change the race to turn 1? Yes, Team Inter. Oh, don't worry about it, Swag Guy. It was a good race. Right, everybody ready to join the lobby? You lost the replay. Oh, crap, yeah. I should have given it a little... Sorry, that's my bad. I just jumped straight out of it. Wait. Okay, I'm going to wait a couple of seconds. Do you know what? I'm going to knock it down a lap as well. So we're going to open in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Greddy! That's it. So there's 30 rounds for the official season, and then you will see a massive, and I mean massive, drop-off in terms of people playing GT. In FIA, you'll see an absolute huge drop-off. And then it'll pick up a little bit, and then it'll drop again when we head towards Christmas. That's usually what happens. Yeah, it's best 8 of 30. So like someone like Sutsu's got, I mean, I think he's got like 8 400 scores now. He just turns up to top 16s, which again is worthwhile. I think he might be doing tomorrow. He might enjoy tomorrow's round, but you don't have to do the round you hate, basically. Yeah, as Forrest says, that's also the point. Well, we've still got places in this one, so yeah, feel free to join, folks. But yeah, the you'll see, even towards the end of this official season, you'll see a massive drop-off, I imagine. A massive drop-off. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead. So we've got 2 more races that we'll do tonight, I think. Oh! Whoa! Nearly. Nearly. Sorry, Smith. But yeah, so for me, I like, personally, I would either lower the amount of rounds in the championship or extend it to in a way where you want people to attend. So, for example, do manufacturers on a Saturday and nations on a Wednesday. You know, it's 2 days a week. In EMEA specifically, they also need to reduce the amount of time slots, like, badly. Because that's ruined the championship. It's why I'm not tryharding. It's ruined the championship completely. Sorry, team, I left the last one very quickly. Have you done any time trial for tomorrow's manufacturer? No, I haven't. I've not touched it. I'd say I just turn up on the day. I might do an hour on the day before I get into the race, just so I'm not dead, like, dead slow. But I'm not tryharding. So, like, you know, some of the people competing. So Manu, like, for example, Audi, Manu Rodri, and Aura are going to be at each other's throats now the next 10 rounds. They'll be doing extra hours all over the show, and as I've said, I cannot be bothered with that. So they'll be putting in 3, 4, 5 hours practice, and then doing the races as well. Now if they don't do well in the first race, they then go do the second race. That gets up to 6 or 7, could get up towards 10 potentially, and if the race is really important, their time's going to go even higher. So yeah, it's just not possible to beat people. So if someone practices that hard, it's not possible to beat them. And I have to be able to then race the 3 o'clock race. So I then have to finish work, I would argue, at midday. Have something to eat. And then have a practice session myself for an hour. Then have a break for an hour, or half an hour. And then it's race time, basically. And I just don't have that in terms of time. Exactly. I'd rather put any extra hours I have into the house. Smell world record? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm always quite good at Yamagiwa. I just hate the chicane because that's a very luck-based chicane. That it's not a skillful chicane. It's very luck-based. Oh, 42.6. Look, the grip bug. NA is the opposite. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll always argue FS should be top of the time trial. I saw Fire's tweet the other day saying there was 7 or 8 temps. That's a bit extreme. They shouldn't be that far. I have already suggested to PD Audi to get a 2% power nerf. I have suggested that. And I think that would put Audi sort of where it probably should be. I agree with the weight that was cut off. I 100% agree with that. I will argue that till I'm blue in the face, because at least it gives them a chance, irrespective in the race when there's tyre wear. But they need nerfing down on the old power. In fact, all the FFs need nerfing down on power. But the ones, so say like the Peugeot, that needs to lose weight as well as more power. But yeah, the Audi is quite different to all the other FF cars because it's got front grip, where in terms of cornering, whereas the others don't. Manuel was at 0.6 and Pratt at 4 tenths off him, and they're both top drivers. Yeah, I do believe the Audi has a slight edge at the moment. I don't believe it's a massive edge with the other FF cars. Definitely has an edge though, as I say, because of the front grip. So I think a 2% power nerf for the Audi would bring it definitely into line. It may even make it the weakest FF car, I don't know. Potentially not over 1 lap. But an Audi would then struggle maybe to overtake the other FFs, which is fine. The FF cars need to be more handling based anyway. So. But yeah, I have suggested a 2% power nerf for the old Audi. I mean, what would be nice is if all the FF cars were around the same sort of power weight. I think that would be kind of cool. So there's some people that have just joined, so I'm going to do an extra lap and then we'll kick off a quali. Lol, Jono. I'll be honest, I'm really gutted that about Audi, in the sense that people have come to Audi. I am really, really gutted and a little bit frustrated by it. Because as I say, I like running the top 16s, and I can't run the top 16s now. I mean, one of the people that has come over to Audi said they weren't trying. They just came over just for a bit of like fun, basically. And then, as I said earlier, suddenly a £500 telly's on offer, and then they're going ham on the hours. So, yeah, I'm sort of just like, yo, Saber. Mac, you have to be on my friends list to join this. You have to be a competitor of Fugu FrenZy. Yo, GT Plus, or Rascal, should I say? You want me to call you Rascal? I apologise. Thank you for the donation. So, me doing low 43s, occasionally high 42s is okay? Yes, I would say so. Just make sure you keep that consistency there, and you'll be golden. Like, if I was to fix Group 4, I would take FFs out completely. But, yeah. Cheers again, Rascal. Better fuel saving. What's the weight of the Volkswagen, by the way, when it's bopped at the moment? I don't actually know that question. Yeah, it was completely a secret. Somebody spilled the beans at the very last second. So you'll have noticed when it got announced, because the Audi driver suddenly started tryharding. You'll have very much noticed that. It was before I did was it Alsace when I did the early slot. I didn't even practice for that race though. But I only did that because I have a chance of winning Audi at that point. But unfortunately, just due to lost points previously, it didn't kind of work out. 9 kilograms. Oh, so it's not that much higher. What's the power? Yes! Yes, Jono, that's right. Yo, Les Lizia. Sorry if I said that wrong, mate. But yeah, that's right. And that's also the other thing, Jono, is that people don't realise that the tyre wear is going to be more for those kind of cars when the fuel is low, because they're carrying more weight. No, it's not, Saber. But I believe with the fuel in this game, it's not very easy to change. It's not easy to change the fuel usage, which I'm very confused over. Because I thought it would just be a number in the background, like anything. So you just say, oh, a car uses X amount per lap. But maybe it's intertwined with engine sizes and all sorts. I don't know. But it seems a bit weird. Truck has 2 horsepower more than Audi. It probably needs more than that, if I'm honest. So I can't remember what the 2% power nerf does to the Audi. I can't remember what it goes. I think it's 320 it goes down to, or somewhere around there. Yeah, well, it's driving styles as well. I would argue though, at the moment the Audi is just slightly has the edge over the Volkswagen. Yo, Diego! Oops, someone's been off there. See, the way I see FF cars, for example, is that they should be the fastest over 1 lap, but then what should happen is they should only just be faster, but be able to be overtaken. So obviously their power needs to come down, but their handling has to sort of stay there, if that makes sense. That's the way I would see an FF car working in this game. It has 6 rounds. Anybody who's in the lobby rapid is in the championship. .42 fast, not too bad really, is it? I think I'm down by a 10th now. Yo, Mike, you okay? You know, I knocked a wall down at the house. Well, I didn't personally do it. I had a wall knocked down at the house. The decorator came in today and went, wow, that's much better. So I'm glad they said that, because that obviously means it worked and has made the house better. Oh dear, we've plebbed this completely. So I reckon pole is going to be down in the low 42s. I don't think we'll get a 41. So I think pole is going to be in that 42 sort of area. I'm not sure where the cut-off will be for Fugu FrenZy. At round 2. I suspect it's going to be in the 44s somewhere. I don't know where though. Yo JLC, I'm all good, you okay? Nah, I think the fine has name. The car gets very slippy out there. Anyone who's run out there and when I haven't, I've gained time on them. The sausage unfortunately bounces people over there, so I'm fine. I'm fine with that. The way the track is, like the dirty tyres affects your braking zone as well. I've certainly not gained an advantage from going out wide, or not from what I've seen anyway. You and John was 1,000th different. Fair play. Well, I got a really good start then. Everyone's going to copy that. See that? See how Antimix went wide, but got all sorts of sideways? Yeah, but I think this combo is more difficult than the last one. Oh, cheers Derek for that. 120 watching, 45 likes. Yeah, let's hit 50 likes. That'd be kind of cool. I could tell Smith was in second gear then. I could tell. Lovely corner. I'll hit a like button. Woo! Oh no, too deep, too deep. I brought it back somehow. I don't know how I did that. Smith's all over my trumpet. You now have 3 dislikes. Yeah, there's always someone disliking this, so I think I've got my own personal trolls. Which I don't mind having my own trolls, to be honest. 3rd was you. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Any publicity is good publicity. Not always. Although, for the most part, I agree. As I said with the when I was playing GT1, this sort of thing is not good for the YouTube algorithm. So doing stuff like this, classic Gran Turismos, world record laps, it's not actually good at all for the YouTube algorithm. But it's not something I care about. I just like having fun on an evening, so I'm making good videos. That's the other thing as well. Oh, cheers, Derek. Although interestingly, it is not a Gran Turismo video on. Wow, that's a good lap. My word, 42.3. It is not a Gran Turismo video on Sunday. Oi, that was a little bit wide. Exactly, JLC, and that's the thing that a lot of people forget. Obviously, if you're doing it full time, like Super GT or Jimmy or somebody like that, you've got to think about it more because it's your job. I'd argue Jimmy less of an extent now because I would argue Jimmy's numbers are at a place where he can take a little bit of time off or pick other stuff he can do just for a bit of fun and stuff for his channel. But yeah, like I'm not trying to be massive. You know, I'm not trying to replace my full-time job because you know, full-time YouTube is a lot of work. I mean, sometimes I do wish I was a full-time YouTuber because I have so many video ideas that I want to do, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do it. I don't have enough time. Like, I could host more championships, for example, because I'd have more time to do it. So then I'd have like multiple community championships. I could practice for FIA and do really well in FIA. I could just do all sorts. But yeah, some of the videos in my head I want to make, oh, they'd be so good. Well, I imagine they'd be good. Sometimes the videos I think are good are rubbish. And some of the rubbish videos are good. But, yeah. Hey, I'm not doing too bad here, am I, with consistency? Yeah, it is high risk. It's very high risk. But you know, if the opportunity ever arose where I could do it full time, maybe it's worth taking. I don't know. So I'm not trying to achieve that. I like video editing, so I do video editing. I like streaming because it's fun, and I get to talk to you guys and have a laugh. Oi! Oh, I'm in the wrong gear, that's why. Why did my wheel double shift then? That was a bit awkward. At least you get a race now. I'm not sure why my wheel double shifted down there. That was very odd. Yeah, as I say, if the opportunity arose, maybe I'll take it. I don't know. Oh, Smiths. Run wide. Oh, side by side. Oh, he survived. Oh, no, I haven't, though. I'm going to get a penalty now. But yeah, like if I could literally just put my video ideas into a video in like 10 minutes flat, I reckon some of them you'd look at them and be like, wow, what a great idea. Like the bot test. Oh my word, the bot test would be done and dusted. But yeah, the video that was meant to be out today was meant to be the bot test. So that's going to come out next week at some point. But it's not just the bot test. There's a unique change to it, which I think would be nice. Good night, Ian. Have a good night's sleep, mate. Oh, Smith's got dirt on his tyres now. Oi. There's no need, Rapid. You get dirt on your tyres. So if you get a penalty at turn 1, you have to either try and get rid of it before the end of the lap. If you get rid of it in turn 2, then, you know, well played. You don't always get rid of it in turn 2. In fact, if you're on the fastest kind of lap, you won't get rid of it. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Oh, Derek, you legend! Thank you so much. Love your YouTube, mate. Can't wait till PS5. And let me just get around this corner, and I'll read the rest of that. Hey, get on there. Right. Wait till PS5 and racing, yeah. Well, yes, it should be awesome, mate. I can't wait for the PS5. I mean, there's some stuff about GT7 you don't know about yet. Oh, Rascal, you legend. Thanks very much, mate. Let me have a... Let me read that in just a second when I get around there. Cheers again. Celebrating getting off my arse in an A+ for the first time this week. Now everyone plays me. Well, congrats, Rascal, on getting that A+. I did that corner completely wrong. There goes that one. Yes, next stop, 100k. I'm not even at 100k yet. Am I on 91, 90 or something? 90.8 I think I was on. Doing that from memory. Wait, what? That was a mean penalty. Well, I'm fine with the penalties. After trying them tonight, running wide, seeing how slippy it is if you do run wide, I don't think there's any issues that anybody needs to be worried about, to be honest. If you manage to stop the car for turn 2, get it round and stop sliding, and still getting an advantage, then fair play to you. But you got two fast laps in quali. That is it. And as Giz says, you've got to be very careful with the penalties. Very, 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 very careful. Yeah, we've got one more race after this. How did I get into Lazarus? So for a number of years now, I've been approached by well, when I was in GTA, for example, I was approached by many teams. Sounds big-headed, really, but they'd all offer different things and promise this and promise that, etc. There's only a couple of teams who didn't offer me anything or come approach me. TRL is one of them, and Red Bull G2 is the other. I think all the others, all the ones you know about, have all offered me something on more than one occasion for some of them as well. So at that point, for me, for example, you listen to what they have to say, what they're going to offer you, etc., and you just go from there, really. Now, Lazarus actually didn't. So F4H. So obviously F4H. Lazarus acquired F4H. So they had approached me in the past when I was on Project Cars 2, actually, and I said no at the time, but I kept being offered. Oh, C-Fix, mate, you legend, thank you so much. You're one of my favourite UK streamers, even though I don't understand everything. So, oh, cheers, mate. Great spirit. Thanks so much. Much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'll say I'm a very positive person, so I try and portray that on camera. And it isn't a persona. You can ask Lewis has met me in real life. Jobbers has met me in real life. I'm the same here as I am there. But yeah, anyway, back to the esports stuff. So, GTA basically stopped racing on Gran Turismo, and I was like, okay, I could do with joining a team which is playing more on GT, just because I could do with someone to practice with or talk to about GT related things. Now I'm still very good friends with the GTA guys. I'm still in their WhatsApp. I can still have a laugh with them. But I approached Lazarus because obviously I saw Lewis was in there. Lloyd was in there as well, and I was like, okay, I'll approach Lazarus. So I approached Lazarus and was just like, I've been offered this, that, and the other. And Nathan or Rosso, who was in there at the time, knows me anyway, and what I've achieved and stuff. So I was just like, I'm open to talk. So we talked and I joined basically. So yeah, pretty much how it went with Lazarus. I do enjoy being in Lazarus. Oh, Rascal, you legend! Thank you so much, mate. More important, how did Calster get in? Well, they acquired Calster before I joined. So, yeah, I do actually enjoy being in Lazarus. It's a bit quieter now, of course, because a lot of the UK guys have stopped because of how, I would argue, how silly the competition has become in terms of just the fact that early time slots, how much effort you would have to put in to get a reward, etc. But the nice thing about Lazarus is that they're completely fine with that. You do have to do some stuff, like when you sign a contract, because you do get free stuff. You can see the sponsors up here for Lazarus. And especially Logitech. I've had a few things of Logitech, so very thank you to them. Yeah, I just like Lazarus. I enjoy it. I like what the team stands for. It seems to be very, very much about having more fun. So there's other teams, for example, that they will force you to train to race. So you have to do a certain amount of hours a week to race. There are other teams that will pay you to go to events and stuff, which is very nice, I suppose. But again, you've got to make the events, so that means you've also got to put effort in to get to those events. Some of the contracts from some of the teams are very dodgy. I've great Race Smith. I have definitely rejected some teams because of their contracts. I can tell you that much right now. Especially if I see a legal loophole, I instantly avoid legal loopholes. So some teams have like a 2-page contract. Some have 10 pages. I think actually Lazarus was the largest I've actually read through, but it was thorough. I gave notes and questions back, and they were happy to answer all the notes and questions. So yeah. Oh yeah, we need to save the replay. We'll have a watch of it after the next race. Do you have to be at a high start? It depends on the team, Dotbag. So like, obviously there's varying teams at various levels. I think back to when GTA raced Next Gen Racing or Community. I can't remember what they're called now. But again, Next Gen, I would argue, are not top tier. They're still competitive, but they're not like at the elite end of the grid. But they're very friendly guys in a very friendly community. And it's just varying levels. I would argue to some extent, like ERT is not at the very top. You know, you don't see them at the very top of the leaderboards. They still have some very competitive drivers. Alegna, for example, who's probably their fastest GT Sport player, I would say. Very quick driver. So, as I say, there's JLC races with Next Gen. I've raced with Next Gen before. They actually wanted me to race for them in a team versus team event. There's varying levels of esports teams and what you get back from them and such. So, always be careful though. So, I'll talk about SDL a little bit. I'll just, while people are practicing, I'm not going to go out again. I've been out like several times. GT Alex is really going for it this week, isn't he? So SDL have been, what's the word? I've known about SDL for, let's forget them this year because I don't think they're really racing this year. So for 4 years, end of 2019, we'll say 4 years. But they've been around before that, and they've always been known to be. I need to keep this. Some suspicious activity, okay? Always some suspicious activity. I've known people get promised that they will get their prize money and then not get it. There's been very undermined tactics. So to give you an example of an undermined tactic, okay? When I was in the, which one was it? I can't remember which tournament. I think it was when I was an AM in Project Cars 2. On the PC tournament, okay? So the pros were the teams, the AMs were just the drivers coming in on their own. And I'm pretty sure I was an AM in that situation. It was when I was doing the Overclockers Championship. So they raced at Le Mans, Le Sarf, we know, and Gran Turismo Sport that track limits are contentious subject. Let's put it that way. So what happened with SDL is they went through the entire replay and posted a report to the organisers and said, I think it was just TRL they did it for. I don't know if they did it for everyone, but I got sent the screenshots for TRL, and they reported TRL for 200 offences. So what the TRL driver did, who was Mangator at the time, absolutely cracking guy, TRL Mangator, he went through SDL, and they had more track limit issues than TRL did. So, yeah. So obviously then everyone went a bit quiet. So Storm used to be in SDL, so you know, if you want to talk about it a bit more, I'm not the best person to ask. Storm's got personal experience with SDL, and you know, Storm's a cracking guy. So you know, we've raced Storm in this, we've raced Storm in Project Cars 2. He's a very quick driver. Is Tom Veloce Storm now? He's part of Veloce, but he could give you some more experience of it. I have track limit issues in bed. Yeah, me too, Todd. Me too. But it was just the way the team acted. So that they're not held in the best light anyway. So if you remember back to last year, the end of the 2019 official season, there was obviously that very contentious top 16 Superstar, which I was involved in, and so AFO needed P3 or 4, I think it was, in the race, and Sonic, I can't remember what Sonic needed. Sonic needed something. I can't remember exactly what position. Oh no, I think he was ahead and AFO had to just get P3 or P4. That might have been the case. So in the race, I decided I was going to pit and just because you could either stay out or pit, and you could either do either strategy. So if you remember, I pitted at the same time as Mura, who was also in the same team as AFO. They were in Race Clutch at the time. And I think a couple of others. So we came out. AFO had got ahead somehow. And we came out, and I think Sonic was in front of us. Jomas was in front of us. There was a few others in front of us. So I overtook a couple of people. Then I got behind Sonic. Sonic let me go. Sonic let a few people go, because obviously Sonic wants us to catch up to AFO to overtake AFO. So carrying the story on a bit, we got up to yeah, Sonic was ahead. So carrying on a bit, I caught up to Mura, because Mura was ahead of me, of course. So Mura caught up to AFO. Now they're in the same team, so of course Mura is not going to overtake AFO. Not in a month for Sundays, okay? Now I explained this at the time as well, but if you remember back then, I also showed this. AFO had let me come ahead of him in the Nations Cup race, because at the time I was racing both Nations Cup and manufacturers. Very much earlier on in the season, he literally let off, and I went past into, I think it was P2. I came in that race. So at that point, I'm not going to overtake AFO. He did me a favour, I repay the favour. I always do that. I always pay my debts. I'm like a Lannister. So so I stay behind Mura. And obviously if I go to attack Mura's going to defend hard, and AFO's going to escape anyway. So, and it was neither here nor there for me. I was just repaying a debt. But AFO still wasn't in the right position. So then Lightning, who was ahead, did pit later on in the race, and Lightning came out behind me. So then all three of us were in a line. So Lightning then had to try, would have had to try and get past all of us. But again, that's just hard racing. If I can't remember what exactly happened at the end of that race, but yeah, the one thing I very much disagreed with, and I thought it was very bad, was when Snake purposely punted Sonic. That is very bad. Should not have happened. But as I say, there's no rule in racing, and I said this at the time, and I'll say it again now. There is no rule in racing which says I have to overtake somebody. There is no rule. If I choose to stay behind somebody, I choose to stay behind somebody. You know, it's up to me at the end of the day. Yes, Wild Guy, and I very much disagreed with that. He should not have done that. That's actually very much a bannable offence, in my opinion. And that probably should have been banned, because it shouldn't have happened. But as I say, I don't have to overtake somebody. Likewise, I should be allowed to let somebody go if I want to let somebody go. What's the difference in me letting somebody go to gain an advantage via their slipstream versus letting them go anyway? Because they're going to fight for the position. There's no real difference. But for some reason in the rules it says now you're not allowed to let somebody go. Okay, prove it, because like if I'm being realistic here with the FIA rules, it says you're not allowed to let somebody go. So what happens if I accidentally press the handbrake button and going around the corner? Oops, I've let them go. Sorry. So yeah, Tidgney should do a podcast. I did do one in the past. There's so much on, I can't really get back round to it. I do really need to do it again though. Yeah, what if you run... Exactly, it's not policeable. And this is one thing I hate about any competition. If they put unpoliceable rules in, like, because then it's down to judgment, and you can't do a competition based on judgment. It's not possible. My wheel malfunction. Exactly. The rules should be very clear. Clear and concise, so that everybody understands them. They should be very much there should be very much a way of knowing if somebody has crossed that line or not. There should be no grey area in the rules. If there's a grey area, you have a problem. And if there's a grey area, you need to solve how you prove that. Technically not, Swar Guy. Technically not. Exactly, Cooper. Exactly. Yeah, the Dayro and Fuveros one was a very big deal. Very big deal. And I would agree with that, Vinny. It was a very similar situation. Very similar. Tidgney for president. Well, I might as well chuck my name in, and Kanye West has chucked his name in, hasn't he? What was the biggest report? You mean biggest contract? 26 pages. Right, we're going to go now. Yes, I can tell you why. So, the reason people have TVs is that these are the people that would have qualified for World Tour Nürburgring. So at the end of stage 1, these are the people that were in World Tour positions. And so Gran Turismo have given them a television for being in a World Tour position. So that's why they have televisions. And I can guarantee you that's the reason, because I specifically asked them the question. And I have it in an email. At the end of stage 1, though, you got to remember this is at the end of stage 1. Not stage 2, stage 1. So after the first 10 rounds. Both, Saber, it's both. So, I'm not sure whether it's the Nürburgring. So, obviously, there's a bit of a caveat in there, because for some of the World Tour events, so say if it's Europe, the Europeans get an extra 2 spots if it's in Europe. Same for Asia, same for Oceania, North America, South America, etc. So, I'm not sure whether it's top 12 in nations for EMEA. And then, obviously, manufacturers is very simple. It's the 2 partners, so Toyota and Mazda, and then 10 other manufacturers, basically. So if Mazda is outside the top 12, it's then the top 11. If Toyota and Mazda are outside the top 12, it's then the top 10. Obviously Mazda are the only ones outside at the moment, so it's top 11 manufacturers. You then have to be one of the top 3 drivers. Which is another contentious subject, so you have to be one of the top 3 drivers then in that manufacturer across all the regions. And if they then meet those requirements, you are then going to be getting a television. The problem with that is they accidentally gave somebody who was banned the television, so I'm not sure how that works, but there we go. I'm not PD, so I can't really tell you how that works. Oh, wow, Shashir. That, well played with that one. Let's see what I can do now. I'm not going to get it this first lap because that was a horrible first corner. Yeah. That's the reason why the TV's been given out. I was obviously very frustrated with this. I mentioned this earlier on in the stream because, as you're aware, I've bought my first house. What would be good for a first house? A television. So if I'd have known there was televisions on offer, I would have probably practiced a little bit more for Nations Cup than I did, and I probably would have got a television. However, because I didn't say anything, I was just having a laugh instead. It's why I'm not going to do their cameras anymore, because the cameras put you off essentially, because you're then trying to manage the camera for them and their stream, rather than focusing on the race. So I'm not doing their cameras anymore, because essentially I'm doing something for free, which is potentially costing me a chance of a prize. I'd rather just do the stream for you folks, because that's nice and easy to set up, than their camera. Yo, Blake! Yo, WDP! Yeah, the Alpha was extremely OP in Stage 1. As I said earlier on in the stream, I do believe the Audi needs a nerf. I would argue, well, I've suggested a 2% power nerf. But some of the, like all the FFs need bringing down in terms of their power. And some need additional weight taken off as well, in my opinion. Todd, you legend, thank you so much. 72-inch LG OLED TV fund. Well, that would be very nice, but a 72-inch wouldn't fit on my wall, believe it or not. Well, thank you so much all the same. I think the maximum that can fit on my living room wall is a... oh, wow, look at Jomas there. 42.1 is a 65-inch, I think it is. I need to remeasure it now. You got me wondering. I need a bigger wall. Well, I could technically fit a 70-inch on. The problem is that when I open the front door would hit it. And I'd rather not have a broken 72-inch TV on the wall. It's right at the bottom of the description, if you want to do it there. I mean, maybe I should raise it up, I don't know. I just prefer going through the super chats and stuff, which is why I've put it there, but maybe I should raise it. I don't know. Oh, get through the last one. It's not a fast time, this. It's a 42 still, but... yeah, not Jomas' 42.1. You missed quali, rip. See you, Bags. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Have fun marshalling as well. Fair play. So far, it's a fun combo. Glad to hear it, Jomas. You think it's hard as sim racing structure to found sponsors? Yes. Sponsorship is very difficult. It's not something, like, in my opinion. So you'll see some teams show sponsors, but they're not necessarily the sponsors. Like, you've got to be very careful with how teams display it. So you might look at a team and go, how have they got all those sponsors? They don't have all those sponsors. They're not telling the truth. Like I can say for sure Lazarus does, but you got to remember Lazarus is not just a sim racing team. Lazarus is a full-on esports team. So they're in very much many sports, competing in many things. So therefore, for a sponsor, it's very good for them. I think Williams is the only race. Oh no, and TRL, who I know 100% are, you know, they have their sponsors and they get stuff from their sponsors. Others I'm not so sure on. What's the brake balance? I'm on -1. I've been using. Todd, you legend, bigger wall fund. I'll build a mansion, mate. 100-inch. Here we go. Legend. Thank you so much. John must have had a bloody good start then. These cars are very hard to start, I've got to say. Here we go, it's IGTL 1-2. Cheers again, Todd, legend, thank you so much. Yeah, exactly, Wizard. There's so many hurdles. That's why I always say don't believe every esports team out there, like in terms of their sponsors, because it's not necessarily true. Some will pretend they have sponsors. Some will have very strange sponsors, which maybe are sponsors, but they're not what you would consider maybe a rating sponsor. You just got to be careful. It is, Kenny. I mean, Alex has been on it all night. Yes, Todd. I can't show that one, unfortunately. Well, I can't quick it because I'm racing, but maybe another mod can show it. I don't mind it being displayed on the old chatter it way. Thank you very much, whoever did that. John has got a penalty on. Alex was in second gear. Oh! Oh! I'm having to really use my radar. Oh dear! I was like, where's Alex? Where's Thomas? Oh, that was bloody good fun. Yeah, I love this livery. I think it's amazing. Oh! Oh, wow, I just got hit. Don't know who that was. Oh no! I don't know who putted us. Somebody missed their braking zone. Oh, it's all gone downhill. Look at it this way, it's now a 6-way fight. We'll have a look at the replay after, see who plebbed it. Oh, maybe it was Alex. Alex is going all the way to the back. I think it was Alex. Alex plebbing it. That was worth a like. This is why we do the practice races, though. It's so that everyone can get used to braking zones and all that stuff. So then, like, when we get to the race next week, people know where to brake, etc. And then we have a cracking set of races. This is always a bit sketchy at times. Nearly 100 likes. Oh, let's hit 100 then. I like 100. It's a nice number. Centurion! Oh, I had to dive out the way then. $91. So we need 9. 9 folks out there? Oh, W1's having a disco in his car, look at that! Maybe W1 is Diglett, for those that have been watching the daily race guides. Whoa! 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 I think he just put it to our guy! No! Oh no! Big crash! Oh no! No! He's got a carnage. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh, it's all got to carnage. That was an epic race until that moment. Told you I was right about track limits. Can you tell it's payday? Legend, thank you so much, Rascal. Oh dear. I think W1 killed everybody. It's like whoa, 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 boom, boom. Oh dear. Like, oh my word. Look, see, this is what happens when you have dirty tyres now. So Jomas is slowing down. You can tell because the whole pack's slowing down. But now everyone's like 3-4 wide. Just go racing, folks. We'll catch up. You're a chimney sweep. Why have I got that? I've got a really old school film in my head now. I can't remember what it was. But I'm a mega kill. Sorry, all. Mega kill. I'm a senior systems developer in education. Is what I do as a full-time job. So I'm basically a database administrator, a report writer, a data analyst. You name it, I'll probably do it. Let's put it that way. I'm normally the first port of call when anything goes wrong. When even like, because I'm not in the IT team, and that's what a lot of people forget. But I'm quite handy with computers, so people just talk to me anyway, rather than go to the IT team. I love your screen. Oh, you can only. Do you know what? This is the thing that I always get confused about. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get frustrated if I put pressure on myself to do well, but at the end of the day, it's a racing game, and I should be playing racing games for fun. We catch up to the legend here, Bazinga, who's made so many emojis for the old channel. Made the Fugu FrenZy logo. Oi, we're going off with Bazinga there. Transporter, friends line. Thought you were a cop. No, I'm not a cop. Look at the action up here. Whoa, nearly fell off Bazinga then. Way! Oh, B Racing 1, all sorts of sideways. Oh, I'm killing people now. Sorry, Bazinga. I wasn't sure where B Racing 1 was going then. I got very confused. I don't know why I did that in a Dutch accent. Very nice. Oh no, that's not Dutch, it's Kazakhstan. Never mind. Tidge is in the police. Wow, it's lap 6 already. What's going on there? So to be quick in these cars, you have to be a little bit smooth. Smooth operator! So literally, you know, it might be sometimes better to roll a car through a corner than accelerate. Oh, sorry Bazinga, you go mate. That was my fault. No, go Bazinga, go Bazinga, go Bazinga! Oh wow, I nearly bumped into them. Here we go! We like a smoke and a pancake? I just have to think of Austin Powers. Need much more practice. Well, this is the thing. This is why it's a practice session. It's all about getting used to it, and then when we get to race day, we don't have calamities like that, and we all have a good time racing. Hang on. A smoke and a pancake, a bong and a blitz. Oh dear, I haven't watched Austin Powers in years. I should watch it. Twins! Twins! Oh, get round Tidge. I do think driving this car, so for those that are wanting to improve their driving, this is a very good car for it. It's all about weight control, which is one of the key things in Gran Turismo. So you'll notice I've been overlaying quite a lot all evening, especially into turn 1 and the hairpin as well. Yeah, exactly. Probably won't say that on stream because channel might just get nuked by YouTube. Welcome back, Kick. You missed carnage. Pure carnage. Pure driving, pure racing. Cat's in you, Murray! Be afraid, be very afraid. Oh, I'm on to beat Jomas' fastest lap here. Don't tell him I'm cheating though. Oh! Murray! You let the pressure get to you! Oh, Murray let the pressure get to him! No! Yeah, see you tomorrow, I'll be racing. We're gonna have a look at the replay, have a look at the old carnage there. Ye old carnage. How does one get involved? So if you check the description, Stephen, literally the rule book's there and the entry form's there as well. It's all in there. That was so funny, Murray. Especially when you're around wide, it's like, oh, pressure. Yeah, it wouldn't be exactly. I'll save the old replay. I'll let everyone else save that just for a second. Yeah, sorry. I got hit by... So, Swar Guy got hit by W1. Who then... so, Swar Guy was in the gravel spinning. He couldn't really do much. I could either slam on or carry on. I carried on. I got hit then, which hit me into Alex. So, Alex span. I span. And I couldn't really control my spin. So, I then ended up back on the track when you hit me, I think. And then, yeah. Yeah, it all ended up in... all ended up the way it was. That was a good... Right, so let's go watch this replay then. South Africa. How much is G29 in South Africa? Sorry, my South African is terrible. I apologise. Right, let's have a look at the old replayer-oo. So that was that one. That was the Carnage one. Only in practice, Calster. So, like, for anyone who's watching this going, why would I join a championship like that? They keep punting each other. We actually have a proper penalty system in place for the actual races. You know, like, if we see a serious accident, we can apply penalties. And drivers can report drivers as well, and we then investigate all drivers involved. I know, Calster. I know. I'm just letting other people know. So they may not necessarily know you're joking. I know you know. This got all very exciting, didn't it? So where was it? Oh, here we go. Where's the best place to message you about stuff? Discord's the best place. Yeah, you can report GT Alex. I'm buying first heels for Xbox, so I'm probably buying the Thrustmaster. Wait for the new PlayStation. What do you think? I would wait for the new PlayStation, personally. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This was expert radar usage. Because obviously I had Jomas there, and then as I went, I was like, oh, I know Alex is there. Expert! We get punted now, don't we? This is how it all started. Should we go on board? We think it was Alex because he dropped off. Let's have a look. I mean, I broke late. Oh yeah, he completely missed it. Oh, look at the carnage. I might come back. Oh no, look at the carnage. I caused carnage because I came back on the track incorrectly. Do not do this in Fugu FrenZy. Oh, to be fair, it was a little bit momentum as well, but that was pure carnage. Rascal, you legend. Thank you so much for the donation. I have to get up at bloody 5 AM for quality tomorrow. Wait, hang on, really? Even when it's like 11 PM here? I thought you were much further ahead than that in good old Australia. So Alex wakes up for everybody, and then we have W1 killing everybody next. Is that on the replay? Oh, here we go. Wait, whoa. Yes, you can do that one. You don't have to do the first quality session. You can do the later one. Cheers again, mate. Thank you so much. Pure carnage! Oh god, I'm gonna watch that on replay camera. There's carnage! Carnage everywhere! Oh my word, who was that? Who was the poor soul that just got... Was that Falconers? Oh, it was Falconers, just got absolutely pummeled at the very end. Oh, it's still spinning. Some say Falconers is still spinning now. Let's go back to Swar Guy. Hang on, where's Swar Guy in all this? No, Todd, it's better off-road. Yeah, it's a giant F for Falconers. I mean, it's well helped by Swar Guy. Oh, dude, that was kind of... I love that as well. I can't control my spin. Let's go on board me. I had no idea where you were then, W1. Like, literally none. So I'm trying to catch it at that point. But this car seems to have a lot of momentum on the grass, so I'll give it that. If you look at my inputs, I don't think I'm doing what you think I'm doing. I half killed Alex. See, I'm trying to bring the car back. I'm just letting go, trying to turn it. It just doesn't want to turn. So yeah, couldn't really do much there. Let's go on Alex's perspective. This is quite funny. Alex is probably like, yes, I've got the run. I've got the run. Bang! Straight off. Oh, that's a really good camera of that one. To be fair, you aimed for me there, Waze. You aimed for me. Solid rage. I don't rage. Or do you mean race? even there. Watch this. W what just went. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, Joma said safety car. So that's an old GTA thing where you just as well, where you would literally just. Breakfast. Who knew? I know. You say safety car and you just wait. GTA races were always funny because you'd have a safety car every lap basically, and we'd all just give up at that point. Right, let's close that one then. Let's close it. Now they should be uploaded. Let me just check they're uploaded. I'm pretty sure I uploaded them, and I will delete them from my. So gallery replays. We have 66. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they're all uploaded, so I can delete them. So we have some space tomorrow. Look at the space, look at this! Oh, right, yes, let's just have a quick look at tomorrow. Do I have to accept something though if I do this? Hopefully not. Should we go to point 33? There are no prizes in this competition. Lies. The races are super clean. It's you know. Oh, where's the prize thing again? Where's the no prizes thing? Is it at the bottom? Oh, it's at the bottom of. There are no prizes for this competition. Really now? There are no prizes for this really now? I don't know where that stands in court, by the way. Especially in some countries, like the US. I imagine in the US you could actually get a lawyer if you really wanted to. Like if you really wanted to. I know the US like that. So who's winning in Oh, I've got to just quickly sign. I'm not racing for them, by the way. Don't worry. Is there some legalities over that? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Well, yeah, that's the thing. A TV is a prize. That's what I mean. Like in the UK, it's up to the person or company running the private competition what they do with it and their rules. But if you're in America, I'm assuming there'll be a law somewhere. I mean, in America, you can sue for anything. I'm assuming you could say false advertising, false. I don't know. Another word for false advertising, saying there's no prizes, but there are prizes. I don't know. Double accounting. Hey, I'm not racing, folks. Yeah, I'm double accounting. I'm racing for Audi as Audi. It was a prize, Wizard. It was a prize. And again, that's something you would argue about. I just want to have a look at the leaderboards. Race entry. Let's have a look. Choose top. Yeah, Manny Rodri. Parata's 2/10 behind. So, like as I say, I've said to or I've recommended to PD a 2% power nerf to the TT, which would probably put it behind the Scirocco, to be honest, in this situation. It would put it down here. I would say it'd put it where the RCZ is personally. Yeah, Wizard. But so here's the critical thing. For example, they said to me, in fact, I will quote the email. So then I'm officially not talking out my backside, because I did ask the question. It's not like I didn't ask the question. Because I said I was gutted I missed out on that. So about the TVs, we gave it as a prize to winners of stage 1. Same criteria as for the selection of World Tour events. Is the wording I've been told. Yeah, that's Firestorm, that. But yeah, so I've suggested a 2% power a power nerf to Audi is what I've suggested. I have suggested something for the RCZ, but it's a weight reduction and power reduction. But on the track I tested on, so I did the TT and the RCZ. So I did a 2% power reduction to the TT, and then I did the RCZ a change, and it lost 2 miles an hour on the straight, but it became a very good handling car. So I have made a suggestion for the RCZ as well, so that the TT is behind the RCZ. Because if I was to look at just FF cars here right now, I would say that the TT should be behind the RCZ. The RCZ is the worst car in race trim, so the TT should be behind the RCZ in terms of this. Same for the Scirocco. We don't know, Todd, and I'm very interested in that as well. Now, if I was to guess anything, I would guess a PS5 for the Stage 3 winners. I don't know if that's true. That's just my opinion. That's not a factual statement that I'm coming out with here. Is my guess. But then I don't know what you would get for Stage 2. I have no idea. I love the RCZ in terms of its design. I just don't think it should. I just don't like FF cars. What's happening in Nations actually? Let's just have a quick look in Nations. Yeah, Sutsu's just got that from. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Sutsu and Adam absolutely ploughing the field, basically. PS6 confirmed. But yeah, so I mean, you know, B Race is very fast, Geo's very fast. They're all very fast here, all very fast. And then you have these guys just absolutely dominating it. They're really going for it. They're like a good world record, the Sutsu and Adam, especially in road cars. So they'll be at it all night long. Was it Suitsu that complained about Giuseppe? For what? I don't, for what? What for? It is Adamo, it is. I mean, I might actually go on to my old... so, hang on, how do I do this? I close the application. And then, do I log into my other account? Is that how you do this? Normally I just restart the PlayStation, but let's... that's under investigation just by PD itself, Todd. That's not even anybody reporting that, because PD told Giuseppe specifically. So there is a lot more to that. Go to world record now. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna try. It's 11:30 at night. What I need to do is I need to just check my work emails. I'm gonna do work in the morning now. I can't be bothered doing it at this point in time. So, and then yeah, I need to tell one of the vice principals that their request is impossible at this moment in time as well. Should be good. 20 quid. No, because it's probably a good time. That's probably a good time by Manu Rodri. And yeah. I disagree, Adamo. More so now than ever. In the past, I'd agree with you, but more so now. Yeah, Giuseppe isn't 18, no. He's 18 in September, I think somebody told me. I can't remember who told me. So, I imagine that time's actually good. Especially when you consider Aura's here. So, but yeah, if you look at the points, I'm not even sure what's happening with the points now. Let's have a quick look at the points before we disappear. So I'm 60 points off basically. So I need a 400 score to get in. But as I say, these two have been try-harding for a while now, Aura and Manu Rodri. So you know, I'm not going to catch them very easily now. I need a top 16, but I can't get in the top 16 because those guys are ahead of me. So yeah, as I say, it's very frustrating for me because I just want to be in the top 16s. I don't really care about winning the well, I do care about winning the manufacturer. I don't care about you know, being so 5 regions being the #1 region. I don't care about that. I do care about being in the top 16. I do like winning my manufacturer, but when people are tryharding, it's yeah, I can't compete versus tryharding. So yeah, I mean, we've got our points for the season now, so we're going to come third anyway in this. Yes, it's to do with gambling. That is the reason. It's because, so what they classify it, I think they classify it as gambling, so it covers themselves in all countries. And that's also why some countries can't compete, and it's also why, is it Quebec and Arizona aren't allowed in as well, maybe? Yo, alright. Just talking about you. But there are no prizes, or is there? Still at it. Yeah, well, still at it. We only started at 9. South Africa. I'm not sure why most of Africa isn't in, if I'm honest. That is a very confusing one. Yeah, as I say, so I've mentioned it in the past. So let's just say your time is worth £10 an hour. It's actually worth a lot more, your time as a value. And the TVs are worth £500. Okay, so that's 50 hours. 50 hours. Now we've done 20 rounds here. And let's just say we were try hard in each round. I would say that's going to be, what, an average 7? So let's just say 7 hours per round. And we've done 20 rounds. This is if you were try harding. 7 times 20. So I said 50 hours at £10 an hour. It's actually worth more to you because your time, you're missing out on social time, family time, leisure time, any other time. You're focusing every night on doing one thing. That's 140 hours. So let's just do 500 divided by 140. So you're actually racing technically for £3.57 an hour. Minimum wage in the UK is like £9 or something. So you're 30% of that. I'm not doing that. If it's a world tour, obviously that increases massively because then you would be like, let's just say it's 10,000 divided by 140. You know, that makes sense. It's £70 an hour, but yeah, £3.50 an hour. I'd rather go outside and I'd rather exercise and I'd rather make videos and I'd rather do other things. TJ, I think you can get a world record here. I did the lap in... Stop it, or because then I'll go for it and I don't want to go for it. Intrinsic value of winning. As LDR Thomas has said and many other World Tour finalists have said, that wears off very quickly. Like, can you name the 3 people that won the Manufacturers Series in 2018? Can you do it? I'll tell you what, I'll do the daily mileage and that is it. Just for you folks. I'm just doing the daily mileage. I bet you can't name the 3 people. No, Rapid, you're wrong. Wizards got 2 of them. See? You can't name them. You can't name them. How bad is that? I'm not having to go at you guys, but how bad is it that the 2018 manufacturer champions you can't name? How bad is that? I can name them. So it was Kawakana, it was Tyrell, and it was Sky Pittman. They were the 3. Not Yamanaka, Kawakana. So, but that's really bad. It's really bad. So you actually get nothing in terms of, it was Lexus. What happened? They won. They got their trophies. And that's it. Tyrell, I don't know whether Tyrell just doesn't want to race or not. I've not really spoken to Tyrell. Really nice guy, Tyrell. You know, a very, very humble person. Very humble. Sky Pittman, again, a very nice guy. And I'm assuming he just doesn't want to race because of the amount of time effort you got to put in. And then you've got Kawakana, who I've not really talked to, if I'm honest, because obviously Japanese don't speak much English, so yeah, I can't really comment on Kawakana. It seems like a friendly guy as well. Tyrell is busy IRL. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, Nissan had like everybody thought Nissan were going to win. Ooh, that was too deep. So we're on 1970 miles, 1971. We'll go to 2000. Round off to 2000 and I am literally ending it. And believe it or not, Nissan actually sent someone from their manufacturer to the event to watch and give them some gear. I know who it was as well, because they did GT Academy. Lawrence. Because Nissan was saying how good it is in terms of an advertisement. And as I say, they were expecting to win, but they didn't. I think the biggest surprise ever in Manufacturer Series was in Paris. The Cubatom. I don't know what the Japanese guy's name was. And the American. I can't remember the American either. But that team, because that wasn't expected either from most people. I mean, when you saw the teams there, and fair play to them. I don't know his surname. Don't know his surname. Oh, Rascal, you legend! Thank you so much, mate. Get him drunk. They remember real quick. Can't speak English. The Japanese drunk are absolute legends. Trust me. In Paris, they were doing headstands and all sorts. It was they got drunk off wine. They were truly in the Paris moment. Okay, that's too much. That's well too much. Cubatom is actually the most successful UK competitor, I think, in terms of trophies. I won with Peugeot, yes. Me and Aug got P2 with Peugeot in Salzburg 2018. Oh my word, that was bad. So I'm only going to do the daily mileage, and then we are chillaxing. So I do have one trophy at least, which I am happy about. To be fair, the UK should have had two. We got robbed in Salzburg, the UK in Nations Cup. We got absolutely robbed. I was well gutted about that. Oh, no, it's terrible as well. Group 3 lawnmower. You're quite right there. Should have had 3 by now at least. Yeah, we've been so unlucky. We should have had the Monaco one, shouldn't we, really? That was the big one that I mean, we're talking inches there. Inches. If there's no contact, we're on the podium. That was so well driven by all 3 of us as well. To save the fuel we needed to. The Audi sucks at fuel saving, you all know that. Oh, and the qualifying as well. The qualifying cost us more in Monaco than anything else. Because, literally, qualifying was decided by slipstream. And we were the fastest in practice. But nobody would give us slipstream. We gave everybody the slipstream first lap, expecting the favour to be returned. And it didn't. Jomas tried to help us. But, yeah, we... Honestly, I don't get angry often at the events. I was furious at that event. I was fuming. Down to a 37.6. Yeah, you don't see angry Tidge very often, but I was angry there. No. look at the time you get just from cutting that. See, FF cars are good on that chicane because you don't lose the rear end, whereas everybody else will lose the rear end there. I need to cut that. Most cars you can't cut that, but it looks like we can cut it in the old TT. Yeah, well, the chicane's a bit of a look fest. You just got to cut it right. I think I just knocked Fire out the top 10. Sorry, Fire. Tidgy's on fire. No, Tidgy's above fire now. Need to brake a little bit earlier for that corner. But like, there'll be time in Manu's lap at this chicane, 100%. Oof, that was terrible. So what we got? 16 miles left, I think it said. Yeah, 16 miles to go. Can we do it in 16 miles? Well, yeah, I think 2% power nerf would sort the Audi out. Could be wrong, but could be right. That was terrible for turn 1. Look at that. I'll give you a proper turn 1, folks. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Remember, the Audi is good here, so. Plus it's racing soft tyres, which benefits FF cars in time trial. Be interested in the race though, but it's at ×3, so maybe it's too strong for the FFs. As I say, I do think the Audi needs a nerf. It is a high tyre wear track. I mean, like this left, they're going to struggle with it so badly. But yeah, I'm not racing the early slot because of the points. I'm racing the early slot because I'm not streaming the later slots. Because it's Fugu FrenZy. No, not a. I didn't brake enough. And this is the problem with that chicane. It's why I hate it. You've got to cut it in a certain way. You really have to cut it in a way where it just chucks you enough to the other side. My word, that was terrible. Using the RCZ, no excuses. Well, you can knock yourself another half second off the RCZ. You saw Fire, he was half a second off, so. Hold on. Yeah, the chicane's RNG, which is why I don't like time trial in here. That's why I will do the up to 2,000 like I said I would for you folks. I know it's a very good turn 1. I'll give him that. Start of it maybe could be a little bit better, but there's nothing much more in it really. Oh, I'm going slow there. I was basically inside Manu earlier on. I don't know why that pace has gone. Ooh, see, track penalty. I don't know where the penalty zone is here actually. think it's on the straight before the last corner, isn't it? Maybe. Oh, is it on the start-finish straight, actually? Could be on the start-finish straight. That'll be a big rip. We'll start the lap again. Yes, it is. They are, Marta. That'd be really good, though. Yo, net racer. Yeah, they do like making a good dodgy chicane, do, but PD. There you go. So you gotta clip the curb because it just pulls the car around. It's like a micro pull, but it's enough to pull your car around basically. So you have to clip the curbs and you have to use the curbs because they do drag you around. And in an FF car, if something drags you around, it's very, 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 very beneficial versus any other car. I need to carry more speed. I'm braking too hard through there. I maybe gain on Manu there, only a little bit, but I think we do maybe gain in that hairpin. We don't gain here though. I don't like that corner. Well, we got 6 miles left, folks. Can we do it in 6 miles? I got that all sorts of wrong. Gained a little bit of time there, but we didn't carry enough speed through the corner. That's a cut penalty, obviously. Oh dear. You guys made me do this. Shame. I am doing the Route X race, 100% doing it. I think it'd be hilarious. Be even more hilarious if you get penalties for bumper drafting. DREs, exactly. No worries, Falconers. See you tomorrow, mate. See, look how the car bounces. So you're after the perfect bounce, which is so hard to get anyway. lol, Todd. Which is why I would never go for a world record at the circuit, because I hate it. I hate the chicane. This looks like it might be the last lap here, folks. carried a bit more speed there. The second braking wasn't needed that I did. Again, look at that. That bounce. Horrible bounce. So yeah, I'm bored now. Oh, bored of that. No thank you. Let's have a look at the old so yeah, look, FS and fires on a 37.3. That is crazy. Crazy difference there. Look at that, 37.6. Yeah, a little bit too strong there for me. A little bit too strong, the FFs. They need the power bringing down. They really do. But again, we don't know what's going to happen in the race. We don't know what's going to happen in the race. Hang on, we got a daily reward. Give me my daily reward, you plebs. There we go. Please, £20 million car. Oh, there goes that. Exactly, Calster. As I say, I think the FS need their power bringing down. I have said that. Yeah, Cleo. Ripperoni. Ripperoni. Right, folks. I think that is going to be it for this evening. So the stream tomorrow is going to be at... well, we're doing a 3 PM race, I can tell you that much. And probably the 6 PM race as well. So, you know, hopefully you can tune in then. Woohoo! Top 10! Got T. So yes, we're doing that tomorrow. The stream will end early tomorrow because we're doing Fugu FrenZy qualifying. If you want to compete in Fugu FrenZy, make sure you check out the description. It's all in there. Oh, Rascal, you legend. Thank you so much. See you in quali, mate. Have fun. Thank you so much, Rascal. Very much appreciated. So yeah, if you do want to compete in Fugu FrenZy, just check out the description. There's a PDF there with all the rules and regs, which are very easy to follow in the grand scheme of it. It just gives you all the information you need. The end of this month is the last point you can enter, because you have to be able to make at least 4 rounds of the championship. So I'd say do check it out. There are prizes or trophies on offer to winners. It's not necessarily just winning the race. There is prizes for sportsmanship, liveries and such. So that's all in the rulebook as well. So just take a look at those. But yeah, I'm going to disappear for the evening now, folks. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thank you to all the competitors who did take part in the practice this evening. And yeah, I will hopefully see you tomorrow for some more fun and racing action. Bye. Bye-bye.